Yeah, this is a good point that is brought in, that women essentially demand, based on sexual selection, that men be high status.
Ugh.
I'll tell you what, though, you can prove me wrong, right? The dating prospects that you're going to have in the future, lower or higher status men?
Ideally, same, or somebody who matches me where I'm weak.
Yeah, based on your history, the men that you've dated have been equally yoked to you, or they have been higher status?
I would say equal.
Equal.
Yeah, I would say
And have you ever dated a prominent Twitch or YouTube streamer?
no.
Never?
No,
Not even once?
not even one. I disappeared off the internet for like 3 to 4 years.
Okay.
Like,
So what'd your last boyfriend do?
my last boyfriend was a philosophy student.
Okay.
I was in college.
Okay. So in the future, you'd want somebody who's equal to you. Not going to be taller, not going to be stronger.
No, equal, or I would say equal or higher.
Or higher, yeah.
But it's just weird because I don't really view relationships in terms of higher or lower. I usually view as who's going to help. It sounds so weird. So I want to have children in the future. I want to have 3 children. And I want somebody who's ideally good at the things I'm not good at, you know? Because I want to be able to raise my children like equally.
What are those?
So for example, I suck at cooking. I'm really bad at cooking.
You want your man to cook?
Yes. I would be the happiest woman alive if my man knows how to cook.
So you want to stay at home dad?
No, not completely. So he would take over probably cooking. I would probably take over more cleaning to even things out. We don't have to make the same exact salary. I could make some more, or he could make some more. But then I expect that to be reflected in the amount of like home labor that we take over. So if he's making more, I would do more home labor. Mm-hmm. And if I'm making more, I would expect him to do more home labor.
Okay, that's fair. So now let me ask you this question.
Yeah.
And you can go ahead and lie as much as you want. I'm almost, in fact, I will bet you the milkshake that you lie to me right now. I will bet you a milkshake that you lie. Do you think that most women prefer to have men who have a higher status than them, or they want it to be about equal?
No, they want equal or higher. I think they prefer higher. Mm-hmm. And I think the reason for this goes back to
social conditioning, right?
Not just social conditioning, but I guess maybe this is a form of social conditioning, labor in the household. So right now, the problem that you have for a lot of women is that they're making either the same as their guy, or in the scenarios where they're sometimes even making more, but they're taking basically all of the household labor. So it's like, fuck. Like, let's say we're both, let's say I'm in a relationship with somebody and we're making the same. But now at home, I am doing all the cooking, all the cleaning, I'm taking care of the children. Well, fuck. Now I'm doing basically twice the labor that you are. I'm doing the labor in the home and I'm doing the labor outside the home.
It seems like it would be preferable to have like a man who could just hire all that out.
I think for a lot of women, yeah. I think for most people.
So higher status?
Well, yes, but the point that I'm
is that based on social conditioning, or is it just based on the fact that they want men to be able to provide the life they want?
Yeah, sure, provision. But I also think there's a lot of women out there who's not going to essentially go for a guy just because he has a lot of money. If they genuinely love a guy, then they don't need the guy to be like freaking rich Mr. McGee money pants. They just need the guy to be able to carry their weight.
Yeah, but the social status that you're talking about, if you want to be desired by women, the higher your social status is, the higher you're usually desired by women, yeah?
Yeah, for sure.
Well, then if that's the case, then
women.
this commenter, when he says, okay, and by the way, you do owe me the burger, but I don't owe you the milkshake, because I feel like you were actually honest there. Then the commenter is correct that men have every incentive to climb the hierarchy because of female expectation that they do climb the hierarchy. How would that be patriarchal? Based on status? If the status is demanded by women, wouldn't women be imposing a matriarchy then?
No, because I'm saying that women can demand whatever.
Women.
They can demand whatever from their partner. One, it doesn't mean that the men are actually meeting that expectation. Mm-hmm. And then two, women themselves are not reaching that status. I'm talking about individually. Am I at the same level status as this other guy? I'm not saying like what I demand of my partner or demand of the other person. I'm saying like from my merits alone, can I reach that status?
Yeah, but men don't give a shit if you're a Starbucks barista and you're hot. But women,
I don't think that's true.
Yeah,
I think a lot of men care about beauty. Don't get me wrong. I think okay.
Do you think? Okay, so let's see if we can figure this out in 5 seconds.
Okay.
Really, really, really fucking ugly rich chick, really, really hot Starbucks barista, 35-year-old guy, go.
I think a lot of guys, especially like nowadays, would be gigolos, 100%.
Now you definitely owe me the milkshake. Definitely owe me the milkshake. Lying through your teeth.
I'm
Who
not
would they
lying through my
take? Come
teeth.
on.
I
They're going
think-
to take the fucking really heinous, ugly millionaire over the barista who's hot? Really?
Yeah, dude. I think they would 100%. And they cheat on her too. They cheat on her.
Triangle.
I think what is it? Well, whatever. Even if we disagree.
No, I don't think we disagree. So let's try this again. I just want to make sure that I'm crystal clear on this because you're saying it publicly on a massive platform. So I want to make sure I can clip this 1,000 times and distribute it everywhere, and I'm going to.
Everywhere.
You think that if a man, an average 35-year-old Joe, had the option, right, of being in a monogamous relationship with a hideous, ugly, unattractive as fuck millionaire chick or a really fucking hot 24-year-old barista, they would take the really hideous millionaire.
I don't think they would be monogamous. I think they cheat on her.
Okay, but they don't want you to cheat, so
Yeah.
so
that
because
doesn't
of
matter.
that,
I
you don't
think you'd
get
still
you
do
don't
it.
get the millionaire, right?
I
But
think what is it? They would 100% cheat on her.
I don't think that's the question, though.
that's not the
Okay.
question.
I think most guys would fuck the 24-year-old chick.
No, which one would they want?
I don't know. I wanted to
You don't
say.
know,
I
yeah.
know. I want to say the millionaire. I do. I think what is it? It's Cap being like, oh no, they won't cheat on them. I think they will.
Fine.
I also think what
They'll
is
take
it?
the fucking millionaire over the beautiful woman. I get it. They care that much about status.
No, I think what is it? It's just it's more about the stuff they can buy than the status and stuff. Whatever.
Do you think that it's?
Wait, can I-
Do you think that? Yeah, you can ask whatever you want. I just have one quick
Okay.
follow up. Right? How is it possible for me to debate with somebody who's delusional? Like how
you
can I
think I'm
make?
delusional?
How can I craft a coherent argument if we can't agree on the basics?
Average Joe donated $100. I'll take the broke
Yeah,
hottie
of
and an
course.
Americano.
Of course. Who wouldn't take that?
I could
Who
do a
wouldn't take the
poll.
broke hottie?
Should I do a poll in the chat?
Did
Yeah,
you
ask 'em.
mention? I'm pretty sure there was one time.
Ask
where
him,
we were,
wicked fucking witch of the West who's a millionaire
So-
with a hump on her back and she's gross as
Okay,
shit.
if she's the grossest person alive.
No, not the
maybe
grossest
not.
alive. She's just really ugly.
Yeah, I think.
So what's the poll question? Which would you pick?
Really ugly chick?
No,
or
but I know the two differences. But which would you pick? Which would you date? Which would you
pick for a monogamous relationship?
which
you
would
date?
you which would you date? How about that?
How about
Keep
marry?
it simple.
Which one would you marry?
Okay, sure.
Yeah, that's fine,
Which
too.
would you date /
They're
marry?
all
How
gonna
about
say the
that?
hot one.
So
Well, I know,
There's-
but you know, they secretly though, all of them
Ugly-
secretly
No.
want the millionaire, right?
I think what
so
would happen
wait,
is
is
they
it
pick the
ugly
millionaire and
fat
cheat on
rich
her.
woman? Ugly fat rich woman versus ugly fat old rich woman.
Yeah.
Versus
Young,
Okay.
hot Starbucks
They
barista.
would
Ugly-
take advantage of her wealth and then sleep with whatever young woman they want. That's what I think
Yeah,
would
but if they
happen.
could choose one.
Yeah, what is it? I don't think.
Yeah, but if they could
Yeah,
choose one.
you're saying if
so
just
without
for
changing
banging,
the question, if they could choose one.
they would bang. If they had to pick one to bang, it would be the 24-year-old chick.
No, if they had to
this
pick one
is
to be
date
with.
and marry. Date and marry.
To live their entire life, maybe I'm too female brained or whatever. I would find it very hard for so many men to just be like, no, like I actually would pick the 24-year-old barista.
They would.
Well, anyways,
And I'm not saying, I don't want you to be confused by this. I don't want you to think that I'm saying 51% would. I don't want you to be confused and think that I'm saying 60%
you're saying
would.
like 99.
I want you to understand that it would be 90+% of men who would pick the young, hot Starbucks barista. And I would like to know from your worldview, why you think that is, other than because you would value the status of the millionaire.
I
Pull us
think
up.
guys like to think of themselves as, oh, and I shouldn't say guys in general because it's not in general. I think there's a subsection of men who like to view themselves as, valiant, like, oh, I'll protect her, I'll take care of her, blah, 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 blah.
No, they
like,
want to
that's
fuck
why,
her. They want to fuck
or,
her.
I just want to fuck, whatever.
No, do you know why they want to fuck young hot women? Do you know why
They're
they
going to
do?
say because of the reproductive
Yeah,
value.
what else would it be?
Yeah. I think right now,
If the primary
especially as
edict is to breed, like what else would it be?
Okay, do you think looks is all that matters?
No, of course not.
What else?
Well, I think it's situational.
What do you
I
mean by
think,
that? Yeah,
so
sorry.
I think that it's conditional upon the situation of the man, that some things could change when it comes to that. But I would always say this, that primarily attraction does have to be there. And attraction not only does have to be there, but it has to be there long term. Both people have to be attracted to each other or it won't work. You can't falsify attraction. So, yeah, attraction is still going to be the number one edict.
Do you think there are factors for men that influence attraction outside of physical appearance?
Yes, but not nearly as much. So it's overwhelmingly going to be this one category first. You couldn't have umbrella trains from it, right? But the thing is that I want to, for the rest of my life, want to be attracted to my wife.
Why do these other factors influence?
Oh, for a variety of reasons. Because men have external preferences to just singular things.
No, but I'm saying, okay. When it comes to physical attraction, there is a basis, right? You're saying reproductive value. Is it fair?
That's why you value youth, yeah.
Yes. Is it fair to say that other factors are also influenced by reproductive value, like basically outside of beauty?
Ulysses the Pagan donated $100. I would marry the hot barista and then steal her tips. See, I can force in outliners too, Pxie.
Anyway.
Speaking of which, really quickly, we do have the poll results in. There's they're still coming in, but there's over 900 votes. Which would you date, marry? It's 93% hot 25-year-old minimum wage woman versus, it just shifted to 92. 8% say the ugly, fat 35-year-old rich woman.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now it's
Okay.
back to 93.